They told us to give a disclaimer. The views expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters, any guests, and do not reflect any of the management, owners, sponsorships, or employees of thereof. Pretty much, if you're soft, don't listen to this podcast. One thing I pride myself on is just being the same and trying to look out for my folks along the way.
Like, even with all these, big things happening, like, you still mad humble, and you still, like, you have enough clout now where you could easily be like, I'm not fucking with this, I'm not fucking with that.
Oh yeah, motherfuckers, it's on. Unrestricted Podcast listeners, thank you so much for clicking play. Because of you, those numbers are going up, up, and up. Remember, if you want to help support this show, it costs money to keep these lights on. Head on over to patreon.com/DreRawka. That's DreRawka. If you want to help support non-monetarily, you can like, share, comment, subscribe. That is how you can help support always the freeway for all you brokies out there. Now, today I got a very special guest. Actually, he brought a whole damn crew. First off, Ghost is in the building. 6Gen's in the building. Tilt's in the building. And Tilt's upset, so we're gonna. My goal with this episode is to get Tilt on not on Tilt. Yeah, you gonna smile. We gonna make you smile today, Tilt.
What's good?
Tilt's the one that put you guys, like, he's the one that's serious in the group, huh? He like, man, y'all be playing too much, man. Let's get the shit done, man.
Yeah.
He's a general.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, warden.
Yeah.
He's a warden.
Is that what I look like?
Yeah, you do. You look like the hard ass that's like, nah, we don't play around.
Stop laughing.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop all that goddamn laughing.
Yeah, exactly. You laughing too much, Dre. Ask the
actually,
real questions.
I do say that a lot.
Ghost, why were you in jail?
Huh? I was going straight to
started.
Yeah, so I got a felony DUI for sitting in the car, pretty much.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's it? That's boring.
Yeah, and I didn't have a breathalyzer in the vehicle, so they got me for that. So, yeah.
He made his debut on 60 Days In.
I did. It was crazy because, like, when I originally went there, they weren't filming the TV show. And then I got, like, transported to ADC, did, like, 9 months there. And then I got transported back to Utah County, and they had been filming the 60 Days In show.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it was just like a plus.
Yeah, it was random.
I like dude from New York that was on the show. That dude was kind of cool.
Which one?
The black dude from New York. He was.
I wasn't even with him. I was with that one dude with the little piercing, though.
Oh, yeah.
The one that was yelling at the cop. He was a funny character.
One that went home early?
Yeah.
Do y'all think you guys could survive? Like, if you were to do the 60, I mean.
Like the program?
Yeah, like the program. Without blowing your cover?
I think he.
Definitely not. I'd be too active in there, bro. Selling soups, paintings and stuff. Like, I'd be active in there.
Card tricks.
Yeah. So, and I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
Will you spit out your gum?
Oh, yeah.
Rule number 1 of being on the broadcast. No gum.
man?
Just right there.
Good catch.
Over there in there.
I was wondering why I was so pissed.
You make it really easy to fucking be mad at you, Ghost. You know that? Like, it's very fucking easy. All right, man. Well, let's obviously, there's a lot going on at this table. We have Tilt, that's multifaceted. He's a manager, a warden. He's a videographer. A lot of shit going on. We got 6Gen over here. He's got product placement for Live It Up. What is it?
A lifestyle brand.
Boom.
It's a lifestyle supplement.
So a lot going on at this table. So let's start with, how the hell did you guys all come together to form this Megatron of a collective?
Rich.
Yeah, I guess I could start with that because it goes back to me and Tilt meeting actually, just at the club at what was it, like Button Down
at the time.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I just seen him, like, he just looked different from everybody who's out here, you know what I mean, style wise and everything. So I was like, yo, what's good? You know, where
He's
you
like,
from?
he's black.
Like,
He looked different. I seen a black guy. My fault.
but yeah, no. So then, you know, I was just like, what's good? You know, where you from? Type stuff. And he's like, oh, I'm from Houston. You know, I'm a music manager and, you know, I'm just out here, whatever. I can't really remember the conversation in depth. It was like 5-6 years ago. But yeah, and then
Type shit.
the homie had an album release party after the club. We met up there, chopped it up more, told him I was an artist. About a week and a half, 2 weeks later, I seen something on his IG story about him trying to sign an artist, like management contract in Utah. So like, shit, you know, swiped up. We met up, showed him my music, you know, pitched him. we ended up signing that week for a management deal. And then from that, we met Ghost. I don't know how you met Ghost because you introduced me to Ghost. So
Pretty much, bro. Ghost has been working throughout the city. You know what I mean? So I've seen some video content. I know we just hit for like 6 months after I met him. We got an investment. You know what I mean? And then it was time to go to work. So I seen Ghost. I liked his prices. Booked him. And then from there, I'd probably say we didn't really morph together until about 4 years later. But that was just where we started. Just, working with Ghost, booking him for videos, booking him for events. You know what I mean? I think everything he shot on 6gen is by Ghost or by me. Which is
I don't have any
basically
video product that's not these guys.
Yeah. And basically I'm, a part of this company. So everything is within the same fold type shit.
What shows? I mean, your videos are always fucking just clean. That's one thing that I've always loved about you as an artist is that any visuals you put out, I'm like, I know I'm gonna get good, clean product from 6gen.
Yeah.
So what was it about him that you were like, yeah, I'll take this artist on?
Dreads.
He was like, he's Puerto Rican.
To be honest, I mean, if I can kind of interject here, to be honest, like I kind of, what would you call it? In a way, like I catfish Tilt to sign me. Because like I wasn't really as
It's
far.
the show business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like
So
you got to fake it till you make it, right?
it's the show business.
That's what a lot of people do. So I know that mentality and I know where that can get you in success, faking it till you make it if you do it the right way and still have a plan. And so I kind of fronted what I had to Tilt to like get his attraction.
But I will say it worked out. 6 months later, we,
Had
the
an investment
discussion
of
that we had,
$30,000
the discussion that we had, you know what I'm saying? That was, especially the first number, we would talk about like 5,000, what we could do and whatever. And literally 6 months later it happened. So I'd say, it's something that can be frowned upon, you know what I mean? But even still, it wasn't just that, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, on my end, I was genuinely interested in just, getting the experience. And so I was like, you know what, like whatever it is, like, you know what I'm saying? He reached out to me. That's usually how it goes. So I was like, he reached out to me. I sat down with him. And I was just like, I feel like if we both got on the, you know what I'm saying, the same mentality, we could work it out, figure it out. So I had resources. He had the pipeline to really, bring out the value in it.
I
Show
was
people
willing
the
to
value.
work. That was a big thing is I was willing to work. Like
Yeah.
I've sacrificed a lot of time and stuff to like put in what I told him I would do type, even though I didn't have it at the time, like I was willing to go through what it took to get there. And then that's kind of what unfolded. You know what I mean?
Do artists need management? Is management important in 2025?
It's important.
Only if you have something to manage.
Yeah. If you got something, like if you don't just get a manager because you're an artist, like you got to have things going on that you can't stay on top of yourself. At least from my experience, like going through what we've, experienced, like you want to have multiple things going on that it's like not just you are able to manage it because you still got to break bread. You know what I mean? You don't want to be paying someone to do something you could just do yourself in a sense. So
Do you, and then at what point do you start to take videography more serious? Because you started off as an artist, right?
Yeah, I started off as an artist. I was like selling beats on BeatStars when that was a thing with like Wes Thompson when we were at Elm Studios and stuff. Toby Ali was there too. So we was doing that, but people wasn't buying it, and I got to pay my bills. So videos took off. I started doing like barbershops, a lot of like One Cruise events. And that kind of just led to everything else. I got good at videos in general, like the fundamentals. So then I just started doing music videos, and it just keeps progressing the more I do it. It's like trial and error type thing.
Do you have fun doing it?
I mean,
Is this
honestly,
a passion or is this work?
It's definitely not a passion. Music is my passion, but like I said, this pays the bills right now. And it's like, I just don't want to work for somebody. I already did that for a while, but that 9-to-5 lifestyle did help fund this whole enterprise pretty much. So
you fall in, you love music,
yeah.
but then you get a camera and you're like, I'm good with this. At what point, they say you put in your 10,000 hours on a subject, on something.
Yeah.
Did you go to school for this, or is it YouTube University?
It started as YouTube University, but Evan Moore actually like posted like an internship application back in 2017. I did that. They took me on with like 4 other cameramen, and I did that for 2 years and basically soaked up all the information.
Very beneficial, huh?
Yeah, and he's an OG in the game, you know. If you're going to learn from anyone, he's probably the guy to learn from.
Do you ever see yourself doing the same type of thing?
Internships?
Teaching. It might
yeah.
not be an internship,
Yeah.
but maybe somebody can pay you to, to learn from.
Yeah, like courses, online
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I've thought about it.
Do you even have the time?
I don't have the time.
Because y'all are on like Lil Wayne 2008 time
Yeah.
right now. Like, I don't sleep because I ain't got time type of shit.
It's real. Our lifestyle is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I'm too old for that. That was me 15 years ago.
Mm.
But now I'm like, man,
But
I wake up early and I go to sleep early.
To go back to your question, like how did we all form together? I would probably say the very first step was when what you're saying now is about Ghost teaching stuff. He's done that with me.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's had people come through and be a part of Ghost Media, co-hold the camera and learn and stuff, soak up some game. Same thing, but I stayed with the program. You know what I mean? And I was just there. You know what I mean? The ups and downs and shit. So I said I want to really learn a new skill, and then that first step was really what brought kind of like the Lost Valley side and the Ghost side together.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's important to learn new things to just help the collective more, right?
Right.
Let's say somebody gets down sick for a week. That's not a week that we can spend editing, but if we can, if everybody knows their position, and we can fill up that position,
Right.
So I think it's always important to, in 2025, I don't think it's enough to just be a videographer or just be an artist. Like,
Right.
you have to be able to do it all,
Right.
or at least be willing to learn enough to get by. I'm one of those creators. Like, I'm not the best editor out there, but I can get some shit out. You know what I mean? Anything to stop you guys from producing is there shouldn't be no hurdles, especially not with a big ass collective like this.
Yeah.
Like, y'all literally have everything. You guys got the artists, you got the music, you got the business minds. Like, that's the really dope thing about me learning more about this collective.
Half our guys ain't even here right now.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God, because I don't got a big studio. So I gotta tell you, when Tilt walked in, I was like, "Am I getting robbed? What's going on now?" I was like, "What the hell? I wasn't expecting you."
Getting robbed in the John Stanhead.
Right. Nah, low key, I wasn't tripping about the day like that. I was like, oh, okay, so we all need to be cameramen. All right, Zito, you've been shooting. He didn't pick it up. I'm like, Zito.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, all right, here we go.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I was like, nah, but it's this is the foundation is, what I'm saying, goes to, what I mean? It's part of the foundation.
How long has this thing been like a solid collective where you guys are moving as unit?
The last year.
Yeah, last year since 2024.
Yeah, this man, got us moved into a neighborhood where no house is under 10 million. You know what I'm saying? All of our neighbors is 10 million and above. You know what I mean? So we're in that neighborhood, and then
you guys have one house and everybody has like a room in this house?
Yeah.
it's like 8,
Several
it's like
rooms.
7.
Y'all
like
ain't got
7,
no
8,
dishes in this motherfucker, huh? Nah, y'all don't. Y'all got some
There's
paper
dishes.
plates,
No,
no.
solo cups.
They're like
So
gold plates.
I'm married, and I got a kid too that lives there as well. So
Are you the only responsible one at this whole fucking collective?
I mean, if you look at it that way, absolutely.
Probably as far as intimate.
I feel like there's definitely a
Probably
couple,
like, yeah.
We're still in our Playboy years,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Probably that sense.
Nah,
yeah.
bro, you settling down. I thought,
That fell through.
Bro, it's not. Trust
He's
me.
back
fell through.
outside.
Trust me. I,
He's back outside.
I had that conversation
Trust me,
with you
that-
3
it
years
never
ago.
happened.
72
Hey,
hours.
I've been trying, bro.
it never happened.
It's not gonna happen.
It never happened, bro.
It's a beautiful thing.
It
though.
is, though.
When you can get that one, and I'm assuming you found that one.
Yeah.
How old your kid?
5 months.
Oh, new.
Yeah. August.
How's new daddy life?
It's incredible. Like, it's nothing what I thought it was gonna be at all.
Does that change your art right now? Like, has that changed anything in the way that you work?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the moves that I make like are a lot more thought out and like long term. Like, for example, right now, like we're like approaching the last 5 years that we set out to do. So now it's like we got to go and accomplish the next 5 to 10 years. And so just setting out that next 5 to 10 years looks different than it did that I thought it would 5 years ago type situation. Because I didn't like foresee me being in this position. Like I didn't plan on getting married. I was like, I'm not getting married. I'm not doing none of that. But the person that I'm with, like, enhanced everything I was doing. So it's like that support. Before, like, I was just a loose cannon, like, low-key ruining myself, ruining my relationships with people, drinking all the time, doing drugs, you know, all that. And then she came into my life, and it just made me have more, like, focus and clarity because the energy that she brought to me, you know what I mean? Like, she comes from a Polynesian family. She's Hawaiian and Samoan and white. So she's got that cultural background of, like, you know, a little bit more, like, thought out and like, support. And so then her family, like, kind of, like, supported me in that sense, too. So it was, like, my family, they support me, but, like, they don't know how to show the support with what I do because they don't understand it. And then once it happens, they're like, oh, you know, we knew you were going to do that. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, so when I got that from her, it was just, you know, I'm gonna marry this girl.
So why haven't you hooked her up with hook the homies up with the cousins or something? She comes from a good family, good woman.
Like I said,
Quavis has met one of her cousins.
I feel like Quavis fucking fumbled the bag.
Not even on that, Haley. Not even on that. Quavis, like, it'll unfold itself. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Cliffhanger.
That's crazy clip farming.
That's a crazy cliffhanger.
The antics are on.
Hell yeah.
No. Oh yeah, by the way. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
I got mine. I'm locked down.
I'm just playing. No, the joke was because, like, you know, big shout out to, like, you know, the community and stuff, LGBTQ and whatnot, but, like, her cousins, you know, transitioning.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And it was funny because, like, all the homies at the wedding were like, oh, damn.
Hold on, from.
And I was like, yo, check the calves real quick. You know what I'm saying? Check the calves. And then they're like, oh shit. Like, no, I wasn't looking like that. You know what I mean? Like, I was just, you know, like.
Live your truth, King. It's all right. We support you. June's a great month.
It is though. It is.
Yeah, it's my birthday month, man. Cancer season.
Same. I'm a Gemini.
End of June.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm July 10th.
There we go. So we got a dope crib, no plates.
Yeah, it has furniture set out, decked out.
I've never seen a house this guy in with furniture, so I know for sure there ain't no furniture in this house. Maybe in the bedrooms, maybe there's a couple mattresses. I've never seen a lazy boy in any of your photos.
I would say
Never seen a dining room table.
For real?
But I don't expect it. I mean, you guys are all bachelors. I mean,
Yeah.
y'all all bachelors. I don't expect it. Maybe a couple hookahs or something. Maybe I'll expect that.
I don't even know how to work those things.
this man's so busy. He ain't even, like, at the crib. He got the whole spot and decked out and everything, office vibes, and he
So
ain't
why
even
have
there.
a house? Why not just rent a studio or get a studio?
It's a nice neighborhood. It's like peaceful.
But you're never there.
I mean, I'll be around, you know. I'll be there.
It's like a safe house for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
getaway.
Yeah.
All right.
I told you I'll just stream there whenever, bro. Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Have you guys have you added a streamer to your team yet?
These are streamers. Right here, bro.
Everybody streams.
Yeah.
I know. I seen you do the reactions on the streaming.
Yeah, music reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of us do it. You know, he's got a platform, Quavis, CUEVA $. It's High Sox Music Reviews, and then Zeno X Music Reviews. They both got platforms on TikTok, and then we have one more that we brought onto the team. His name's GSB Ghost. He's an artist out of Savannah, Georgia, and you know he's doing the thing for us over there. So,
Fun fact: I did not know Zeno and Quavis a year ago like that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I met both of these guys on TikTok through doing music reviews. I met him first, Zeno. Met him through another artist that I met on TikTok, and then his friend artist was like, yo, my homie's way more serious. Like, I think you should talk to him. He started paying me like $500 a month to mentor him and, you know, teach him my experience and my knowledge and everything. And then came across his music, and he was like, yo, take a shot on me. He was homeless at the time, too, when I met him through TikTok, like, submitting his music. And I was like, yo, he's just got this, like, G-Funk, you know, 90s West Coast sound that's like updated. It's like if Nate Dogg was in 2025. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
so,
that's some big shoes, man.
yeah. And I say that, like, I stand on saying that for sure. There's a lot of OGs in the game that agree with that as well with him. So he's he's got that going, and I seen that, and I was like, yo, like I see potential in his, you know, sound. And even though it's like dated or whatever, you know, a lot of people will say he's bringing a different story to it in an updated version, sound, everything. Like he messed around with auto tune and stuff, you know what I mean? And you wouldn't typically have that on a G-Funk type of sound, right? Unless it's like Talkbox or whatever. But yeah, and met them through TikTok. Then they moved out here. When did you move out here? September 2023. Moved in with me. Then we moved into that first house in Alpine, and we had ran it up for a year out there, just doing streams, recording. You know, we can get further into it, but Tilt introduced me to Youngboy, NBA Youngboy, and big shout out to Top, 4K Trey, Lil Dump, all them. Never broke again. So yeah, he introduced me to them, and then it just all, I feel like that was like a huge, you know, milestone for the whole squad. Like that put us all onto a whole different level, that connection with Youngboy and all them.
So what's the North Star with this collective? You guys got a solid team together. You guys been working for a year, going into year 2. How do we scale this thing up? What are we looking forward to going into 2026?
Expansion.
AI.
I think it's
Utilizing AI. For real.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I already use it so much. It builds all of my concepts, shot list. It's amazing. Cuts down my time.
But does that take away? Are you guys scared about utilizing AI too much?
No, because there's some things that AI can't yet bring the human emotion to. So it's like AI is good for like background stuff. You know what I mean? Like behind the scenes, like back office type of stuff. But like when it comes to like creation of music, production, you know, those type of things, or like even videography, I'm sure on editing stuff, like you just can't have that human eye, that human emotion that's involved in it when it comes to a robot.
AI doesn't understand sarcasm or satire. You know what I mean? So those type of elements, you know what I mean? We know that there's a lot of spaces that requires that. So it's a lot, you know, human innovation is human innovation. It hasn't got to that point, at least what's released to the public. You know what I mean? So
AI is producing podcasts, though. I don't know if you've seen that, but
I've heard about it.
You'll film your podcast, whatever, with all your camera angles, and then AI can chop it up, going from A, B, C cams.
But it's not creating the content.
It's not really creating the content.
Just helping with the speed up the process.
That goes back to the human emotion.
Mm-hmm. This is the last thing that AI is going to take out.
I would say our North Star is utilizing, you know, all of our resources. I mean, we all fundamentally, everybody here is an artist. We're all creatives. We all have a platform to release music on. We have the ability, you know, to market, you know what I'm saying, actual good marketing, you know what I mean, and, you know, the ability to have resources that isn't accessible because of, you know, the roles that, you know what I mean, I have in the industry. So I know for a fact that everybody here wants to see their, you know what I mean, like wants to really grow their music. Everybody wants their music here. So I think the real true North Star is music. I mean, that's what brought us all here together. Fundamentally, like it's literally why we're all here. So it's pursuing, you know what I'm saying, the brand and the platform. I think that's our true North Star.
Will there come a time where like this is the artist that we need to push at this time? Just like any other collective, right? There's always the one art. You mentioned the whole collective of the Never Broke Again guys, right? Like they know who they're pushing at which time, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys have that? And who are we pushing right now?
So yeah, we have like a saying that's like, you know, whoever's closest to the hoop, pass them the ball. No matter who it is, if you can score, pass the ball. You know what I mean? Don't try to be a ball hog. So right now, I feel like it's kind of, you know, obviously me with the song Bloody Boy featuring Lil Dump, you know, we got that going. We got the video that we just shot and released, and that's on Lil Dump's platform. I think it's like 30,000 streams or something like that, 30,000 views at this point. So there's that, and then we have a collective project dropping. So we kind of just keep it like a revolving, like it's like a revolver. Everybody gets their turn, and whoever comes up with the stuff, like we're ready to push it. So I would say, yeah, there's not really like a favorite. There's not really like oh, you're the one, you know what I mean, yet as far as it goes, because we're all, you know, hit makers in our own way. We all make, like, he makes G-Funk music. Zeno makes like a rock alternative genre bending type stuff. Ghost is on some, real city boy stuff, and then, you got me, who's kind of like, I can honestly morph to all the different styles and genres. So I would say, and then we got Tiptoe Shawty, Tiptoe Shawty over here.
Bling bling bow. Bling bling bow.
Boys want to be me.
Nah, I've written some songs.
He's right.
And
They've
done pretty well.
the Twisted Tea.
Twisted Tea, bro.
Like 2 cases of them shit.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It wasn't even that crazy of a night, bro. It generally wasn't. It was the most mildest, like, you know what I mean. It was very mild. It wasn't all that, you know what I mean. We just stayed up late.
He just did a double entendre. He Twisted T, tilt T.
Yeah. I do be right.
Bars.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you caught it. That's because, you know what I mean. You're just got that type
I'm
of
in
timing.
zone, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Just on that type of timing.
So what's going on with you with music? Where are you at with the music?
I got like 50 records ready to go.
Artists always say that. Don't got shit.
I do, bro. I do.
50 hours.
It's just like this.
I be working.
The ghost thing, bro.
I'm never sleep. I'm always wait.
Dang, he cooked you. He cooked you.
Hey, Clip Farm.
He cooked.
That's why he was late. No, I was playing.
I was actually in the studio. That's what happened. Yeah.
I would say, being the A&R thing, when it comes to my platform and the way it goes with the KFG, it's really more so like, you know what I mean? I think the way record labels run, obviously is, first of all, who has songs ready to go, right? Who has videos ready to go, right? Who has their website set up, you know what I'm saying? Who has that artist uniform type thing? And then obviously we're going to go into the music, and we have ways to really see how our music hits, you know what I'm saying, through TikTok, you know what I mean? You can genuinely submit a song, get genuine reactions, and, 40, 50, 100 people in there, and that's kind of like a test market, you know what I mean? So using that type of information into the data, as well as, you know what I'm saying, it's just a collective of varieties of information that, you know what I'm saying, you decide to say, okay, based on these results, based on what you have in the vault, and based on, you know what I'm saying, where, you know what I'm saying, if the stars are aligned, you know what I mean, we're going to all get behind you. I think we all have, I think there's enough talent in the room to all of us to get behind one guy, you know what I'm saying, for a quarter, for 2 quarters, 3 quarters, you know what I mean, and really push that if they have the momentum. There was a time where Zeno's track dropped and it was like, okay, let's just put Zeno, you know what I'm saying, like he has the ball right now, you know what I mean, he's close to the hole. Let's push Zeno, let's get some content going, you know what I mean? Let's start filming, let's start doing stuff like that. Same thing with Ghost, you know what I mean? Whenever he wants to drop, you know what I mean? He's going to drop, and then it's the same thing, because we know Ghost's music is hard, you know what I mean?
We don't, because we haven't heard shit.
Hey, I be gatekeeping, bro.
He does. He actually does, bro. Honestly, yeah, he does.
I know, but we don't know that.
I know.
Y'all know that because you guys are in the same house.
He's a perfectionist, bro.
Ghost is the type. Problem.
He goes to the type to like, okay, I got this video. You know what I'm saying? But like, also I want this over here. You know what I'm saying? I also want that over there. I also want that. I want to go and I want to be able to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I want to have that ready. So can you
be a perfectionist in this industry?
No.
Can you? I would say it's definitely a little counterintuitive. I would say it's counterintuitive to try to be. I think it can get in the way. You know what I'm saying? But it also is, it's just a double-edged sword. It's the best way I could say it. You know what I mean? It's really good to be hard on yourself, and it's really good to have high expectations. It's really good to be meticulous and to know that this is what I need in order for it to be right. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the benefits of it.
Well, we need something, bro.
Hey, I'm actually filming a music video soon. Y'all will see. It's gonna be going crazy, bro.
Yeah,
you'll know when it drops.
Well, I've been expecting this for the last
damn 6 years. The whole ghost thing, bro. It just takes up all my time.
There's nothing wrong with that because it's paying the bills. Yeah. It's keeping you guys in a $10 million house. Like you guys, you're doing everything you're doing is the right thing. But also, like you said, music's your number one passion. Yeah. So don't forget about your passion. That's one thing that I feel like as creatives, we sometimes we forget that the thing that we love gets pushed off to the side because we're too busy making money. You know what I mean? But don't forget that passion. Don't forget the thing that makes you. You know what I mean? And if that's music, if that's trying out comedy, if it's whatever it is, like don't forget that thing. And I hope that you guys as his team is like, motherfucker, stop being a perfectionist. Put that shit out.
I mean, that's why, like, when I do have time, bro, I be at Adam Banks' studio just compiling records because it's like I understand that if the level that I want to do it at music, I have to have records ready to go.
Gotta have a catalog,
for the algorithm purposes and whatever's. So I've been compiling over the years a lot of records.
Basically, he doesn't want to, he sees because he's worked with a lot of artists, right?
Yeah.
He sees the failed blueprint of, okay, I'm going to buy one video, drop that video, and then not have anything ready to go right after that. You know what I'm saying? So when you work with a lot of artists, you can see, it's almost like, okay, you know what I mean? You can see how people are not serious, how people are hobbyists. And there's just like, if I mirror those things, how could I expect that? You know what I mean?
I think the biggest difference between that and your example is that he has the in-house team to make sure that doesn't happen.
right?
You have 50 songs. You should already had 56 videos done for each song. You got everybody to shoot this shit, everybody to edit this shit. You're so good at what you do. I'm sure because I'm in the position right now where I know my formula on editing. Right, I can get an episode edited. Really, the thing that takes the longest time is exporting. Right. With you know how to do you know your effects, you know everything that you're doing, you know your transitions. It's not going to take long for you to do one music video. You could probably do one music video in a matter of hours. You know what I mean? So it's like you got everything in your corner to make sure that you don't fumble the release and staying on top of your shit. And in 2025, you can schedule each drop and not do shit.
Facts.
So it's like you and this is me being a consumer and me being, I'm a fan of your guys. You know what I mean? I'm a fan of your guys' work. As a fan, I'm like, get this shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Get this shit out. Because it's not going to live nowhere if it's not living.
Are you sick of podcasts that just interview people with the same questions and gossiping nonsense?
Are you tired of hearing about what's wrong with the world? Can you locate your nearest orphanage?
Who cooked the Last Supper?
R.I.P. Mr. Potato Head.
Seppuku Harakiri.
Where is Mavis Beacon?
This is Hos.
And this is host Beefy.
Listen to the Beans and Rice podcast.
Exclusively in Braille and all streaming platforms.
Patent pending.
If you're a sports athlete looking for a mouthguard to protect your pearly whites, look no further than All Sports Mouthguards.
All Sports Mouthguards, located in West Jordan, Utah. Come visit us 1385 West, 9000 South in West Jordan, Utah. We offer high quality, made in the USA, custom molded and custom designed mouthguards.
No pukesters helping me to the left, and no pukesters helping me to the right. Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
You are the ex-champion, Olin.
Now this is the way, Tony and David, that you do the figure four leg lock.
Do you love wrestling?
Do you believe that Stone Cold Steve Austin is the greatest entertainer of all time?
Or maybe that Shawn Michaels is the sexiest man alive?
Or did you have a thing for Sonny from the years of 1994 to 1996 like I did?
Did you know Yokozuna isn't even Japanese?
If you could count the number of dimples on Rikishi's ass, this podcast is for you.
Follow us, the Figure 4 Podcast on Instagram, at Figure4 Podcast. And check us out on YouTube.
Do it.
Tell your punk friends about us.
Yeah.
Ready to be the next big thing out of Utah.
Man, I love watching Camp Mafaleo play.
Pack the house with his fans here. Julian's as tough as they come. He's always looking for the next toughest challenge out there.
This is where you do not want to be with Camp Mafaleo.
Teague Vigil! Nico Broswell, crumbling combination thrown.
These last few fights have just been impressive. I got a temple now, baby.
I like that advice. I think that's legit. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Music, you know what I'm saying? So I think that falls back into don't focus on just making money.
He said the North Star's music. Where's the music? You got 50 of it. Why are you sitting on who one of those 50 could be the bag. That could be the one to let everybody in.
Definitely all 50 are definitely it. I've had enough
reviews.
I've definitely had enough reviews and stuff like that over the
what does
last
Swaggy
few
P do?
years.
What's that Swaggy P?
He said definitely all 50. Nah, I love that answer, bro. I love that answer.
Well, it's crazy because I'm kind of like working backwards. Like I do have one solid music video, but the budget that we put into it was $5,000 from models, locations.
This is where OPM
wardrobe.
comes in.
So it's like now my next one either has to be more than that, or I have to work backwards and push that so it scales. So it's like this video is $500, this one's $1,000 to scale to that point, or else you will see the contrast. Like this one's a high budget music video, this one's not.
Do you need a budget for a music video?
It depends on the scale you want to do it at.
Depends on your
In other words, yes, bro.
Because I like,
honestly, yes.
Some of my music videos that I love are very simple. Somebody used to know. Dude's just sitting in front of a painting.
Yeah.
And somebody painted him. Can't be more than a couple $100.
Oh, the goatee one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like that guy.
Didn't have to curve you.
Close up.
Hey, matter of fact, it's funny you bring that up because we was actually analyzing that video the other day, but that was a high budget video.
Really?
Because they had to paint them and stuff. And it was on a tripod the whole time, but they had to have painters doing that the whole time.
You do need I would say you don't to get 1 million views, right? You don't need a huge budget to get 1 million views on a song, you know what I'm saying, for a fact. You just need a budget if you want to look like you're supposed to get 1 million, and then, you know what I'm saying, and it shows that, okay, I can afford this, I can also, you know what I mean? It's just a currency, you know what I mean? It's just a staple of currency. So it does if you want to staple that currency. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like, you know what I mean, buying a diamond chain or this or that, you know what I'm saying, buying a great video shows that you can really invest into yourself and it's making money back. Yeah,
no, I never want people to get me saying do it the cheaper route as misconstruing buying what you want, right? Like, obviously you need to pay for good shit. I mean, whether if it's going to get renting out a nice camera or going and spending $1,200 on an A7 III and doing it yourself, whatever it is, like, do it. I feel like you need to do what's best for you, and I feel like you guys have it all. Like, there's no excuses in this camp. If there was somebody that's making an excuse, I'd be like, buddy, you probably need to hit the streets because you guys have everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only thing that I could see fucking this up for you guys, because I've been doing this since 2005, and I've seen so many different collectives grow up in this city and make cool things and be cool at what they do and have great talent, but it don't work out, and it's all because of their own downfall. You know what I mean? So I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to fucking flourish, because if you guys flourish, it means I'm gonna flourish. I need you guys to win. You know what I mean? So I hope that you guys are when you guys have conversations, you guys really put each other accountable to release more and be smart about this shit. You talk about Bloody Boy. Bloody Boy is old now.
Yeah. October. So it's last year.
That's crazy.
That's old.
Yeah.
Great song, great video, but that's old now. Like, what's the follow up to Bloody Boy?
So we do got something.
Is it
coming
Bloody
out.
Girl? And you talk about hey yo,
oh
hey
shit!
yo.
Pause.
Your wife's like, that's a sick fuck.
Hey yo.
I apologize.
Nah, just like Go said, that's kind of part of the conversation we've been having as a collective, is like, you know, making sure that we do have the vault before we just, you know, go out there and just toss records out for no reason.
You got the vault though.
But it does take strategic planning, because we are under a label. You know, we are under major distribution. So it's not like we can just go put out whatever we want whenever we want. Like, it has to go through the standard, you know, checklist. Make sure no copyright on the beats. Make sure that the producers we work with aren't sampling shit they're not supposed to. You know, so on and so forth.
The only thing that I would say that, and only thing I would say that, you know what I mean, that really is the biggest challenge into increasing the vault creation process, the music creation process, is probably just a lack of just innovative beats. You know what I mean? We don't have a producer sitting right here who's just going to sit and produce and make beats. Ghost can make beats, but, you know what I'm saying, Ghost is also making videos. He's also doing this, making music. He's mainly, you know what I'm saying, videos, music, and he's also facilitating and networking, you know what I'm saying, which helps us out a lot, you know. So I would say music is our North Star, but we kind of treat it, you know, like you're right, like we kind of treat it as like it's a
safety net.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I would say it's just more like, you could say
like
safety net.
quote.
You could say safety net. You know what I mean?
The quote you reposted the other day.
It's our foundation for sure. It's why
Do
we're all
something
here.
within the
But we
field.
was able to. What we did was
stay within.
because the money is not in streaming unless you're on that level, and so you have to find something that funds within the music industry, right? So he's an artist, but he's also an engineer. That's why when your boy called us, I need an engineer. I can go upstairs, call him. He's graduated, what I'm saying, from engineering school. Videography, you know what I mean? So music, music and a videographer. Me, I'm a manager. I learned I'm a marketer and I'm a videographer myself. I seen managing was cool. I learned that. I'm great at it. Learn how to run ads. Okay, I got people to come up to a show who did not know about it. I got ads down. How do I video? You know what I'm saying? Now I can video, market, manage. I got that down, right? Quavis, he's getting ready to start DJing. You know what I mean? Zeno, he wants to start engineering as well or getting into video stuff as well. So like you said, you're going to need to be more. And that extra step helps when it's in the business. You know what I mean? A lot of people, fund their business with, their day jobs, which is something that we've all done. And we all took the leap to we all actually, because of Six, found a way to do it without day jobs. And then we were able to, compound on top of that with our other services that we all learned. And that is what takes up a little bit more time than, because we're servicing other people. Mm-hmm. So we end up putting ourselves last. That's what I would say. We kind of are, like we love music just like we love like that part, but we kind of, are servicing other people.
Yeah, so to kind of segue from that, we do an artist development program for like smaller artists learning to get into it, like, initially getting into it as an artist, like getting licensing, finding out what type of music you want to make, what your story is, if you're actually an artist or if you're just wanting to be that because it's cool, right? Mm-hmm. So we have a program under Lost Valley Records. It's our artist summits, and we go to like Vegas, we go to Bethesda, Maryland, we go to Hawaii, and we do these artist summits where we bring artists out to. So that's also our North Star. I wouldn't say just music is the North Star, but that also correlates with the music, right? So that's what we focus a lot of our, time and efforts on is these artist summits, because just like you said, when they grow, we grow. When we grow, you grow, and it's just the community type of thing. So that's been our big focus for the last 3 years is, getting these locations. We did a retreat at Unison Studios at Death Row Studios in Las Vegas, Nevada, 2023. Big shout out to Big Hap, Mac Foreign, Unison.
Did you guys capture that?
Yeah.
You guys vlog that and stuff?
Yeah, we have a ton of content from it. We didn't necessarily vlog it, but we have like ton of content from it. The Death Row retreat.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, I have hours of footage from there. You know what I mean? I was shooting with this same camera, shooting there wherever all the the courses that they did, the artist development.
I think it's important to show this journey with what you guys got going on.
It's a lot of it's on TikTok. Like we were exclusively on TikTok.
The app.
Yeah.
So you can't get it back. I'll sell you it.
I'm outside the club.
I got a phone with TikTok on it.
2000.
It's not that deep, fellas. I got 3 kids.
1000.
Yeah. It's a man, bro. That app is something different, bro.
I know. I wasn't monetized on it though. Yeah. It was weird, man. Like I went from like getting 600,000 views to getting like 200, and I was like, damn, like what's going on? We boring you? Sleepyhead. I just played.
Nighthawk.
But I see people doing really good things with TikTok and it's working for them.
Great things.
So when I seen that the ban was happening, I was like, damn, that sucks for the creators that are making money off of it. But we can't be one trick ponies. We can't just put all our eggs in one basket. I feel like there has to be multiple ways to make things happen. One thing that I would challenge you guys with, and maybe you guys already do this, but I would love for you guys to block off a couple hours on your calendar every week for you guys to focus on your guys' shit. 2 hours. Focus on your shit. Nobody else's shit, your shit. Now, if that means you guys take 2 hours and you put it towards gin or whatever, like you guys dedicate at least 2 hours to your own craft. You do that, you can see motion on your own shit. It might be slower, but now at least out of this week, I'm going to be working on this project. I would love that.
Appreciate that.
Think about it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but it just will help build your guys' own shit.
Yeah.
No, that's great advice. That's great advice. It's the same thing my CEO's been telling me. You know what I mean? So I think that's just I like how that circles back to, you know what I mean?
And maybe even doing a call for action for a producer. This is the kind of artist that we're working with. We're looking for a producer to come in-house. We got living, you know what I mean? If that's something you guys can offer, like a lot of young creators, this is opportunities that we didn't have when I was your guys' age and doing this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have a creative house. You guys have built a cool thing where somebody can come in and literally build something, work with somebody right there, and it just streamlines the process. So I think if you guys do that, especially if they're a young guy looking for a home, looking for a tribe, everybody's looking for a tribe. You guys were all that at one point, looking for a tribe. And you find this tribe and you're able to build something bigger. You know what I mean? And it challenges that person too. Because who knows, man? That person might be a hip-hop beat maker, but then they hear him and they're like, yo, I like this new genre. This testing me out on this new genre. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I like that. So, yeah, if there's any producers out there in Salt Lake City, Utah County area, tap in with the tribe. You know what I mean? We need producers, and it don't matter where you're at. We help the artists regardless. The difference is in the details.
What's the difference? Well, do you miss Delaware?
Honestly, not necessarily. I miss my family for sure, but like there is nothing out there. There's no opportunities for music as far as I'm aware. I've tried, you know what I'm saying? I tried going out, networking out there, had no luck, you know what I'm saying? Had way more luck online. There's nothing to do, you know what I'm saying? What I did growing up was smoke, go to the liquor store and hang out in the Walmart parking lot, you know what I'm saying? Like
that was fun.
You feel me?
That was
you
the
know,
fun.
I made the best out of my situation, you know what I'm saying?
Did you hang out on the pharmacy side or the grocery side of the parking lot?
Yeah, the grocery.
I can't stand Walmart. Man, Walmart got me bugged out, man. I hate Walmart. My wife goes to Walmart, and every time she goes, I'm like, nah, I'll stay in the car. I'm good.
Yeah, I hate Walmart, too.
Nah, I can't do it, man. I go to Target.
Nah, but yeah, it's just my family that I miss for real. Honestly, other than that, Utah, I love the mountains, man. I love the views. You feel me?
So you don't got no family out here?
Nah.
What does your family think about you moving out here, working with guys with tattoos on their face? Guys,
actually, you want me to tell you the story when his mom like reached out, finding out that he's like involved with the tribe and
Wait, I don't even remember.
So yeah, I don't even think you know, but so his mom like this was back when he was paying me that $500 a month to manage and just mentor him, right? And his mom popped in my Instagram DMs one day and was like, "What the fuck are you doing? Like, why is my son paying you $500? Like, who the hell are you? You know, what are you doing?" And then like we got on a phone call and she kind of like bitched me out the whole like 20 minutes, and I was like, "No, like just come see what we're doing, and then you can let me know if it's something that you don't want your son a part of, right?" And now she's like one of the biggest supporters that we have with what we're doing. Like she's in every single live stream with us. She's, you know, sharing our stuff. She's posting our stuff on her Instagram. Like
shouts out to my mom.
Yeah, check out LostValleyRecords.com. You know what I mean? Check that out.
Yeah.
You know, so you can see all the EPKs of the artists on there.
Yeah, so his mom pressed me at first.
It's a good mom, man.
Yeah,
my
for
mom
real.
about it, man. My mom crazy.
It's good, man.
Shouts out to my mama. Hey, mama, I love you.
Salute to moms.
Yeah, for real.
I didn't have a mom. I miss not having a mom sometimes, you know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Mother's Day was always hard in elementary school. Everybody else making the little hand paint thing.
It's
not funny.
I don't
G.
mean to laugh, but like, why you gotta say the little hand painting thing,
Yeah,
bro?
everybody did
Like,
little hand paint
I
thing.
ain't do no hand painting
Yeah, you
thing.
did.
What, like the turkeys?
Yeah, that. And
Okay.
you put the little name. Everybody did that.
That's funny.
Gene, you just laughed in my face, man. My trauma.
What laughed at his pain? That's crazy.
I'm canceled now. I'm canceled, bro.
It was a big
Mom's against drunk driving, bro. They're gonna come after me.
They tried to cancel him with the DUI, but it didn't work.
For real.
Why'd you tat your face?
Well, I had my face tatted in high school. I've had tattoos since I was 12, actually. But
what was your first? Whoa. 12 years old. What are you getting tattooed?
I got a whole chest piece, bro.
At 12?
Yeah.
That shit look horrible now.
It was
huh?
horrible, bro. It was a terrible idea.
Finally got a body.
$20. It just seemed like a good idea at the time. He had a shop, and I thought he knew what he was doing, and I actually drew it out for him.
Yeah.
Could you actually draw?
I can draw, but not like professionally. So I messed myself up, bro. But you
found
know,
out after
$20. Yeah.
$20 tattoo?
Yeah, it was $20. Like all of the homies got tatted, bro.
Oh my god.
We were some delinquents, bro.
You changed your life around, right?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you still a delinquent?
I can't be right now.
You can't be,
I'm
man.
corporate now.
He's a corporatized.
I'm a corporate.
Okay.
I am what they say I am.
Yeah. Oh man.
How did you get involved with Fierce?
Fierce. Oh, shout out to my my good mentor Vinay Cardwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he came up here.
Yeah.
We had a great conversation.
Yeah. So he's our mentor. You know, he's helped out a lot with the corporate stuff. He got us to film The Governors.
Twice.
Yeah.
I just filmed The Governor Monday.
Hell
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, we're signed now to the Masonic Temple. 'Cause that's his venue. So any events that happen there, we're there.
Are you guys gonna take the blood oath? Are you guys gonna become Masons?
Yeah, we're already third degree.
You're a fucking liar.
Yo.
You've had that. That shit old.
They marked it though. They did it. They made me do it.
Afterwards?
Hey.
Damn, that's like going to Gen X, getting the Rockefeller chain, and then making it and be like, yeah, man, I always been down.
Hey, I miss that place. I miss that place though. I miss them white tees.
Gen X, that's crazy.
Shout out to Gen X.
That's actually funny. Spot on.
Remember
That's probably where Ice gonna be, but yeah.
Oh, really?
They hanging out at the Gen
They're
X
hanging
parking
out
lot?
everywhere,
Probably.
bro.
It's pretty intense, man. I look at everybody's like stories and shit, and they're like, they're here. I'm like, fuck, man, they really out here.
They really
Yeah,
I
it's like
saw
legit.
it, bro. I was just driving yesterday.
The pen is
and
mightier
I
than the
seen
sword,
them.
man.
Unmarked vehicles, no plates. It's crazy.
It's crazy what the pen do, man.
MAGA.
You got your papers, Delaware?
Delaware.
Yeah, I got my paper.
Oh, are you guys all native to Utah?
Nah.
No, just me and Ghost, I think, right?
What?
You're from Utah?
Yeah, I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Same.
Yeah, I'm from Houston.
I'm from Utah County, but yeah.
Are you guys making the trip to South by or what?
Honestly,
is it worth it? This is why I asked, because 10 years ago, Sundance was a huge thing. There's huge opportunities. I don't think it's the same as it used to be. And South by was kind of the same deal, but you guys are in the music side of things. Do you feel like South by is going to benefit somebody like Jen or Delaware?
I think you can never like doubt it, right? Going there for the experience and saying that, hey, let's see what happens. It's never a bad thing. I think for it to be truly beneficiary though for an artist is if it's you know what I mean, when you're recognized by them. You know what I mean? I think that's when it becomes truly beneficiary, or you know somebody who you know what I mean? You know somebody there. You know what I mean? So you have a connection, you have an outlook. I think it's there is not how it was though when it just first came out, as far as the sense of opportunity, right? Like it's kind of like a gate to the industry, right? And there's a lot more gates coming up that gets you into the business. You know what I mean? Gets you to the industry. So you can make it several different ways. Whereas probably around that time where it was like, you know, one of the very few ones.
Yeah.
So I think as time evolves, you know what I mean, it is still beneficiary, because it's no different than like looking at it like radio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're on Southwest, it's a staple of currency. You know what I'm saying? So if you're on the radio, it's a staple of currency, same thing. So it's beneficiary when you're recognized.
Do you guys feel like you guys get recognition?
No.
Honestly,
by you, yeah, for sure. You're the only
like the city.
Hold up, real quick. Yeah, you and DJ Handsome Hands. Big shout out to DJ Handsome Hands.
That's my brother right there.
And the clothing line Almighty Originals. But yeah, big shout out to DJ Handsome Hands. He was the first, you know, person in the city that has influence that like picked us up. At least for me, like picked up my music. The song She Don't Wanna, he was playing it all over the radio, spinning it at the club, you know, just off love. I didn't pay him nothing, you know, big shout out to him for that. And so he picked it up. Juggy, you know, he's definitely helped us out with the Salt Lake City showcases and stuff like that. You know, I appreciate what he does on that end. And then you, of course, you know, spreading your spotlight on the team. But other than that, I feel like, you know, and really saying it like that, there's not really anybody else doing it besides those three names. I feel like at that level, you know, you got DJ Teo, but he's more so nationwide doing his thing. Like he's really out there doing his thing. So I don't expect, nothing like that as far as like shedding the light on what we've been doing. But with what we have done in the last 3 years, especially, like I don't feel like our team has gotten the spotlight that we deserve. We put up, $200,000 in the last year that we earned from our value on TikTok as a company. And so I feel like there's a lot of milestones that we've done. We've done some of the biggest like locally organic thrown, shows and stuff like that.
First group to ever throw a twerk contest in Utah.
Yeah. Successfully and have.
Hold on, how was the twerks though? Was it some good twerks?
They came from
We
California.
got the recaps up, you know what I'm saying? We got people, but you know what I'm saying?
The girls.
We had prizes, you know what I'm saying? We gave out money through events, you know what I'm saying? And again, running ads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
competitors came from Vegas and California.
Yeah, literally from seeing the ad.
There was the
They were the winner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the winner should have been from Utah.
They wasn't throwing ass
They
like
weren't
that.
it.
You know what
They
I'm
weren't
saying?
it.
They were just shaking bones, man.
Yeah.
There's some white girls from West Valley.
I feel like you like pancake ass. Huh?
I don't, bro. I need my girls like meat on there, bro. Yeah. I mean, I'm not judgmental, like, cause I'm really into Tyla.
He's not judgmental at
like,
all,
Tyla
actually.
is beautiful, and she ain't got nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
She like 80 pounds, 70 pounds. I don't know. Face card. I don't know. I don't know.
So this is recognition. Do you feel like you don't need recognition, but do you? I don't want to say inspired to get in recognition. Like, what does that mean to you to be recognized?
I think it's a currency. I think it's probably our most. My bad. It's probably our most. It's artists, right? It's definitely one of the most strive for currencies that you can attach for your career. So I think that as far as like you said, is it needed or whatever? How we feel like it? I think it definitely motivates us to keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's like we've done this, and it's like you know what I'm saying. We know what it takes, and it's like we know how to do it. We know, like you said, we got everything, and I think at this point now, since we're so grounded, is just preparing for what comes next. You know what I'm saying? And really looking at it, it's like looking at it from a standpoint like you know what I'm saying. Everything, that door won't open until you're ready to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the way I look at that. That door is just not going to open, or you won't walk through it until everything is set up and it's for your benefit why it happens that way.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that people's mentalities get to the point where it's like when you ain't got shit going on, then you think, well, I should have that. People should be looking at me, because you don't have nothing going on. So you're trying to get that spotlight. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to call out the people who got it so that you can get that position. And then once you do have shit going on, it's like, you don't care at that point because you already got motion and you're focused on the motion. And so anything else outside doesn't really matter when you've got that ultimate focus. So It definitely matters. Recognition matters for anything and anyone, especially as a company, artist, business, right? You need the recognition to survive. But it's not like you need it in order to make it, I feel like.
Do you feel like building your own opportunities is going to be beneficial for your guys' growth? And if so, what does that look like?
Yeah, I feel like 100%. It's building your own, just like you said, like you have to build your own. So then when that door opens, you're ready to walk through it, because nothing's worse than being given an opportunity that you're not ready for and you fumble. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so staying prepared and staying on top of what you have in your reach and what you can do just opens up that door for opportunity.
What were you thinking when you found out that Buddy was transitioning? Yeah, you.
Yeah, at the wedding.
What was going through your mind?
Yeah, why is that the first question I got?
Pause.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, clip farming.
That's because
get in here.
Hey, you feel me?
Now you ain't on camera. Come closer.
Oh, I ain't camera. Yeah, no. I'm the wrong person to ask. I hate it.
Trying to get canceled.
Oh yeah, fuck.
I think you feel me. Everyone's in their own path in life. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I walk my own way. Other folks walk their own way. They gotta find themselves. I know who I am. Some folks gotta find out who they is, and just gotta figure out how they want to be. Like I don't know. Like some folks is just like, to them they see themselves in a whole different light and they see themselves in a whole different vision. For me personally, like I just know like I wasn't who I am now. Like all my life, I had to go grow into my own person. And some folks, whether it's spiritually or medically, they got to go find their own way. It's like folks like Parkinson's and CBD. You know, they're like they have a whole disease where they're shaking up, but somehow, some way, they find a way to go like calm themselves down, to go treat themselves, and they get back to quote unquote normal. You know what I mean? So whatever their normal is, there is no such thing as normal nowadays. Like people in the media wants to go talk down on specific groups. Like, you know, I come from minorities too. You know, I'm Mexican, I'm Chicano. I'm on the same wavelength where folks is in different minority groups. So I'm not the one to go judge on someone else. You know, if someone wants to go live their own life, they gotta live their own life. I'm in my own path. You know.
But what went through your mind when you first seen?
Clip it, chat.
What went through my mind? I was like, damn, she hella tall.
Oh.
That's the first. That's probably my first thing is, damn, she hella tall. And the next thing I was like, oh, that's cousin. Okay, bet. Just like that, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, bet. Hey, when the ceremony? All right, bet. I'll see you over there, bro. You know, just walking up sand hills.
I'll take it.
I got PR training, bro. I'm ready for this.
That was a real liberal
W's in the
He
chat.
was kind of leaning. I couldn't tell if he was liberal or conservative, but I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
It was all right. Flames, man. When you first came in as an artist, there was a lot of kind of what Jen said. There was a lot of I'm the best, y'all suck. Do you still believe that?
I mean, you know, I don't really know what's going on in this city, bro. To be honest with you, I call it small hate city.
Why?
There's a lot of hate here, but I feel like that's everywhere though. Your own city's gonna be the ones to hate you, no matter what. I feel like,
and then they turn around to love you. It's just the fan mentality.
Why do you think that is?
Probably because nobody we're at high elevations. I don't know.
Nobody wants to be the first person in line. If people want to see a line outside before they show up, nobody wants to be that first fan or that first. They would rather see, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing in Houston too. You know what I mean? You just gotta have that that currency. You know what I'm saying? I get people to show up and spend their time, and people are gonna be like, maybe I should too.
It's a sheeple mentality too. You know what I mean? Like
goes back to
it's the reason why I'm such a good marketer. You know what I mean?
Because you lean into it?
You could engineer it for your own interest.
It goes back to what you were saying about the recognition thing. We get more recognition out of Utah.
Facts.
Your city's going to be the last one to support you.
You feel like that? Do you feel like if you're getting so much love outside the city, do you feel like you're going to get more money out of the city as well?
Yeah.
And if so,
made more money.
I'm a blueprint. I'm the blueprint of that.
Yeah.
I moved here when I was 19.
Here.
I moved here when I was 19, and when I came here, I was like, bro, it's like 2012, and it was 2018. Back to Texas. I mean, you know what I mean?
But that's kind of where I'm getting at is, do you guys plan on staying here as a base camp, or do you guys plan on getting out of here?
So
I think this is a nice home base, if you ask me.
It's a nice home base.
It's the fourth best place in the country to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. So
if it wasn't for Utah, wouldn't be like ghosts.
Yeah.
Probably be trapping.
There wouldn't be lost
It's
Valley.
Startuptopia in
Scamming.
Utah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard a term the other day. It's Startuptopia. It's a great place to start. And even though it's underdeveloped in terms of the music entertainment industry, mostly hip hop, right? Even though that sense is still boiling, it's not really a full, you know what I mean? I think it just leaves a lot of room for advantage and a lot of room for it to, you know what I mean, claim that spot.
It almost feels like there's a lot of cool things that happen. There's some underground things that happen. I mean, a lot of people don't even know the Masonic Temple is a venue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of things that pop up here and there, but you also see nights and shows that are just recycled. You mentioned Button Down. How many times has that been renamed?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's because it's a hip
Different
hop.
owners, man.
They don't know. A lot of people struggle with hip hop here, and I noticed that. And it's something that, you know what I mean, it got to be ran by the culture, I think, for it to work. It got to be somebody who's actually not just, you know, catches wind of it, but is actually like, you know, submerged by it. You know what I mean?
But you have seen people run nights that are from the culture, and it just
They've
doesn't. It doesn't either. It have a good first night or it doesn't stick.
And that's because you know, nobody really. What you know what it is? What I genuinely think it is, it's a combination of not really being whoever is the one spending the money. They don't have that person right there who's chronically online, right? And it's that, and then it's just them not being in the culture, like the manager or whatever, just not being just baptized in it. You know what I mean? You kind of got to just know what hits. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff like I mean, RP B King, but I always knew like if B King did a show here, you know what I'm saying, it would go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but nobody. It just you have to know though. You have to know who B King is. You know what I'm saying? You have to know that okay, I can go instead of spending, you know what I'm saying, money on Paul Wall or you know what I mean, like an old rapper, I can go get this dude's baby mom, bring her to the club and sell out a show still, or I can go get this influencer. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by you gotta know. And I just think that that's what is lacking is people really doing their market research. You know what I'm saying? And then actually knowing how to target people. There's so many people moving here every single day. And I remember when I moved here, I had nothing to do. And I started going to events because I seen an ad, you know what I'm saying? It was for an event that, you know, it was at FICE in 2016 when I visited. I seen an ad, I went, I had fun. You know what I mean? And it's just a lack of that. A lot of business owners will tell you, there's a lot of people right now who runs a business who spends money on entertainment will tell you an ad don't work. And that's why you see what you see out here.
Yep.
There's plenty of people who's told me who runs a business that said ads don't work.
It's like a lot of people do ads and they just don't know what they're doing.
Right.
It leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth. So then when you got people like him, professionals, they don't want to book.
Right.
It ruins the money portion of it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people have the money, they don't know how to spend it. You know
But that's what I'm saying, though. If you have a bad experience with an ad and then you come into somebody that can actually do it, they're more likely not to spend the money again, right? Because they had a bad experience.
So they have those challenges, you know what I mean. But then the question is, you know what I mean. It's a I think I learned as a consequence question. If this is where you are, this is where you're trying to be. Are you okay with taking the long way there? Are you okay with not making any movements and staying where you are? Because look at what you've done, and look at who you've used to get what you've done. And then you have to see like, okay, this is where you want to be, right? But what steps do you have? You know what I mean? As far as or not, what steps do you need to take? And are you okay with not taking them today? You know what I mean? Can you live long? Can you do and accomplish whatever you want to accomplish or whatever your purpose is or whatever you're trying to do with the business, right? Can you scale at a rate that's beneficial for your company? You know what I mean? Can you expand? You know what I mean? A lot of people want to expand but don't know how or don't think that this one works or whatever it is.
I got a couple more questions for you guys. Was it hard to separate creator and business for each of you? Or were you more business minded versus creative minded? Because I feel like me being a creative, the business part is the part that sucks so much and I hate it.
I kind of blend the two. Like that's something that I did sales for like 7 years, almost 6-7 years, door-to-door sales. And before that I was, selling things illegally. And so like applying that to the creative process as well is just like my mind works both ways. Like I'm easily able to separate the creative from the business and step into each different role when I do. And I feel like that's how I've gotten to this point is playing both, putting both hats on. And then I use my creative ability to apply it to the business when the business needs the creative, aspect of it to get to the next level. So for me now, it's not hard. Is it taxing? For sure, because it's two separate sides of the brain that operate and you're bringing those together. But yeah, for me, like it's not easy, but I can do it.
Being around as many artists as I've seen that the business side definitely develops last for people who start with music. If you started off creating music or creating or beats or creating, something visually, the creative side tends to what you spend your time on because you're trying to hone it. And then when it's working, you're going to spend your time on that. So the business side, from what I've seen in my experience, does develop second. You know what I mean? That is something that is a second language to most creatives. I've mentored, everybody here on business. You know what I mean? I've seen the steps that everyone's took. You know what I mean? So I would say creatives first. Just to answer that question, creatives mostly will mostly focus on that. You know what I mean? They want to. I learned business first. You know what I mean? My CEO published a Carter 3, and my CEO managed a producer for Miss Officer, and his name is Diesel. That producer produced Miss Officer, Lollipop, and I learned the music business first. So everything I learned was industry and business first, and I learned all the horror stories about dealing with artists and how to not do that, not do this, and so shout out to Marcel East for that. It's the reason why we're able to distribute through KMG and Royalty Network, because of that first generation. We're the second generation of that as far as business. And but yeah, just to answer that question, yeah, most creatives, if they're, especially when they're good, you know what I mean? If they're really good at it, they're really gonna get to the sense, and then, you know, depending on who they have around them, brings in that business side. A lot of people who run labels, they like to keep their creatives just as creatives, and then they focus on the business. But sometimes that leaves, you know, room for taking advantage of you, right? So my CEO always, before he let an artist get in the studio, he made them read a book. You know what I mean? You're gonna know how to make, you know what I mean? If you're gonna make music, you need to know how this makes money. You need to know what a copyright is, what a PA, what a SR. You know what I mean? You need to know where to go. You know what I mean? So he would make people do that. And so I would say that unless there's an actual force there, artists are gonna lean more creative.
What about you, Ghost?
What was the question again?
Blurring the lines between being a creative and business.
So I focused on like the music first, and then I got really good at it, and like then I was like, what else is missing though? So that's how I got into the videography stuff, and then that led into the business side, and also Evan Moore and, you know, Wesley Thompson, bro. They put me on to that. I got to see the business side of things, you know. So
have you had a chance to collaborate with Elm?
I haven't yet, bro. I'm still trying to, you know, get this red, bro.
I mean, you can rent one.
I want to own it, bro. Like,
I feel you.
And I'm still trying to max out my computer. I don't want to burn that, bro.
I mean, nah, that computer's a beast, bro.
That shit's a beast.
I'm pretty sure that computer's a beast, bro. It's like a $15,000 computer. I think you can.
It's still
it could
like,
be all right.
it's starting to give me issues though. You know what I'm saying? When I be doing like layers and stuff.
Oh,
that's
too
only
crazy.
4K 120, and I can edit like full
resolution.
Full resolution. So
when do you guys you've done the music videos, A+, you guys got that. You guys mastered that. When do you guys take it a step further? Short films, movies.
Well, actually, we're working on a documentary right now for Vinay.
Because I said it in the reaction video for Bloody Boy.
Yeah.
That should have been could be a whole little mini movie.
It's what it was supposed to be honest. Like we had a whole script laid out, but it was just the time crunch that we were on to be able to captivate on the opportunity, the window, right?
Yeah, he's not here all the time.
We just didn't have much time
every day, and then every day is not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just kind of, for the way it worked out, I think it worked out pretty well.
I think that's something that like a lot of people should know in this industry, being a creative, being in the business and everything. Like, it doesn't always work out how you want it to, and you have to take the opportunities when the opportunities are there. Whether it's what you want it to do or not, like you got to just make what happens, like make it work.
Yeah,
you know
pivot.
what I mean?
And as creatives, we always pivot. Yeah, adapt
quick.
Yeah, but like everything's been in and around music. Music videos, you know what I'm saying? Engineering artists. So I would say, you know, music is the foundation.
I think there's an opportunity though to shoot a movie. Like there's an opportunity, there's more money there, and
you can get your music in the movie, and then you get a sync license.
You score the movie.
Right.
He already said he wants to act.
Yeah. I was telling him earlier before we started, like I do. That's something like I want to do like a little later on down the line. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Because when you were bringing that up, I'm like, shit, like. I kind of get you kind of giving me ideas right now. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, I am.
Yeah. It's
like, let them know.
I want folk. I just want like
I got you with a percentage. Don't worry.
We don't. No, I don't need nothing. I just want creatives to not put themselves in a box, and I want y'all. You guys, you have the full potential of video games. Like you guys are artists. We should be hearing your guys' songs to the walkout songs at the Masonic Temple. You know what I mean? Like these like it shouldn't be hit them up every time. It should be Flames or Jen or whatever. You know what I mean? Like these are all things just to get you guys more exposure in the areas that you're not really.
You get one of our songs on the radio. I bet it'll happen.
Yeah.
We need that. You know, I'm just
rest
kidding.
in peace to the radio. You know what I mean? Like
what happened?
I'm not there.
They say you fell asleep on there.
I fell asleep on the job.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I was playing too much
bullshit.
bullshit.
Good, man. Sleep is good though. Sleep is good.
I just you guys have everything. Maximize that. You know what I mean? Okay, we're over an hour. I want to wrap this thing up, but I do have one last question for you guys. Well, two around the room. Jen, we'll start with you. Are you proud of yourself? And if so, what are you proud of?
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for how far I've come because, I grew up differently for being in Utah, and I grew up under the opioid epidemic. So I was a drug addict from the age of 12, 13 until about 22, 23. And then I cleaned my life up and then, found music. My homie put me into music, and then I got here today. So for the last 5-6 years, I'm very proud of myself from switching my life around. The years before that, is what it is to get me to where I am. So I would say I'm proud for sure.
Are you guys programming? You guys are all in the same household. Are you guys programming every morning? You guys getting some push-ups in?
Yeah, I go to the gym every day.
But are you keeping these guys accountable for hitting the gym?
I push them. And last year I was a drill sergeant last year, and I was a dickhead, and I really forced them to do a lot of things.
You passed that baton to Tilt.
And so this year it's if they're gonna do it, they know what they can do. Yeah. They know what they're supposed to do, and if they do it, they do it. If they don't,
shout out to the work club SLC, because we got the office space, the gym there. You know what I mean? So
that's where I'm gonna get back in. Cause
yeah,
it's really timing. I'm getting off my streams at late as hell.
He used to go to the gym every day for 4 or 5 months. You know what I mean? Straight.
And then it just started getting.
I spent the least amount of time in the gym.
Schedule got a little crazy. You feel me? But now we got this office space with a gym in there. I can go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My bad. Go ahead, get your answer in.
Oh, he does 100. He does 500 push-ups a day. Is it right?
He's on. I spend a lot of time.
Yeah, he has to wake up and do burpees.
And plus the camera gear is heavy, bro.
Hell yeah,
it's heavy.
That's true.
That's how I've been able to stay toned, bro. And my daily routine is literally I'll just crack 6 eggs, put them in a cup, and drink them.
Damn lie.
I'm gonna send you a video. I got you.
Hey, now he's not lying.
You didn't get salmonella or something.
No, I seen Dwayne The Rock Johnson do it, so I was
that's not real, bro.
It's real.
No, I know that is. I'm saying the salmonella from eggs, raw eggs.
Yeah, I would have been dead by now.
There's a lot of people that'd be dead by now from salmonella.
I think it's real, bro.
Yeah, if you get a bad egg, and you didn't.
How many? You don't know. Nobody checks their eggs. You don't do the float test. Who does the float test?
My wife got me, bro. I'm good. She checked all of the eggs because she's like that. Chicken and eggs, she's a freak about. You know what I mean?
You don't really do that.
I'm gonna send you a video. I got you.
He's at 6.
All right, Ghost. Are you proud of yourself?
Yeah, man. Because I've lived a crazy lifestyle. Recovering alcoholic. Got addicted to that very heavily, spiraled, spent a lot of my life in the system. So just to be able to do what I do, man, yeah, I'm proud of myself. And it's this isn't where this ends. Because realistically, my only competitor is who I was yesterday.
Right.
So if I was going this hard yesterday, I can go harder today, and then tomorrow, etc.
Hell yeah, man. You come a long way, man.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Am I proud of myself? I mean, yeah, dog. Similar to Six, that's something that we kind of related to off the bat when I met him. We both kind of struggled with addiction coming up. And, he met me, as I was just kind of getting out of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm hella proud of myself. I'm out here, working with a team towards, the what'd you call it, the Northern Light? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
North Star.
North Star, my bad.
Northern Lights in Alaska.
Hell yeah. And I'm a little slum artist though, it's okay, you know what I'm saying?
That's not an excuse. There's very intelligent artists out there.
Nah. I'm not as dumb as I play
now rappers, all y'all are late.
Nah, I'm not as dumb as I play off.
That's a fact.
I just I talk a little silly sometimes. But anyways, yeah, I'm proud of myself, dog. I done came a long way. I done clean my act up. I still struggle sometimes. I still drink sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. But
are you even old enough to drink?
I'm 22.
Okay.
But I was drinking at 11.
Yeah, watch. Were you off the Twisted Tea as well?
He was at the penthouse.
Yeah, the tweets. No, I only had 2, bro. They didn't drink on my shit, man.
2 cases?
No, 2 cans. You feel me? That's something.
Nah. You're the only one that's going with 2 cases, man.
Yeah.
I feel like you kiss girls in the mouth at the club.
He have a clip for me right now.
I mean,
bro, look, bro.
If she bad,
bitches love Zeno coming out soon.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Bitches love Zeno coming out soon.
It's it gets a little overwhelming, They just kind of come up to me, get in my face and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't kiss them in the mouth. Not in the club.
Not in the club. Hell no.
If you had Denny's or something afterwards, but not in the club.
Damn,
that's nasty work.
Bitches love Zeno coming out.
I'm a nasty man. You know what I'm saying?
When he said his name, I thought he said Cena. I was like John?
John Cena.
And then I was like,
He can't see me.
Welcome to the Xenoverse, man.
Yeah. All right, man. What about you, brother?
I let my people decide if I should be proud of myself or not. I don't really take pride in my shit. I really just try to like move forward, like, you know, because like I've done like a lot of, you know, like shit back over in LA. You know, I come from gang culture. I come from a household that, you know, I had to go do what I do, make sure my little sister was eating and my folks was eating. So I try to keep my pride in check. I don't really believe in pride or being proud in yourself. I really believe in, you know, my folks is going to decide who I am at the end of the day. My people is going to decide, you know, when I'm dead, they're going to decide who I was. You know, I believe in the marathon continues. So I believe that no matter what you're doing right now, you're either going to be better in the future or you're going to be worse in the future. So I can't say that I'm proud of myself right now because I know I got either better things or worse things to do in the future right now. So
I think you said something. You said something really profound. Is that you took care of your family? I feel like that's something extremely to be proud about. I mean, like within yourself. You know what I mean? That you're free. You know what I mean? Like there's so much I feel like people, and it's not like we could be humble, but we can also be proud of what we've created and proud of what we accomplished or proud of where we're going. You know what I mean? Like, so when I use the word proud, it's not a boast. It's not to say, yo, I'm better than, or I've done this, I've worked with this person, I know this person. Like, because at the end of the day, that's all bullshit. What really matters is like you as a person. Are you really proud of who you are as a person in 2025?
That's what I'm saying. I can't really say that I'm proud of myself yet because I just know that there's more that I could be doing every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like cool. I helped out my family back then, but like my mom is still struggling with bills. My little sister's still dealing with PTSD since her house got shot up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that I'm proud. I can't be proud of something until it's done.
I respect that.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a whole lot more that I got left to do. Now, am I happy with what I've done? Am I like satisfied with what I've done and got myself to the steps where I'm at now? Yeah, 100%. But I just can't fully take full pride in it. I could be satisfied. I could be happy with what I've done, but I can't say that I'm proud of it because I know that it's not done yet.
Yeah, it's that Kobe mentality. The job ain't done.
Right, the job's not done.
I get you.
Right,
but still be happy that you made it to the Western Conference Finals.
No,
you know
facts.
What I mean?
100%. 100%, bro. Like folks like me ain't supposed to make it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially like Chicanos and rap, Mexicans rap, we're not supposed to make it out like
No, we are. That's the mentality I feel we need to change, is that we as Chicano people are winners. We are supposed to be here. We are supposed to be in rooms.
No,
facts. We there's, man, this is a thing that I want. There's a lot of pride. Like, I'm so proud of my culture. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so proud of my culture, both my black side and my Mexican side. You know what I mean? So I get exactly what you're saying. This isn't me being a contrarian. It's me being like, dog, I see around this table, like, y'all should be proud of where you are because you're free. One, you're free. Circumstances, you're free. And two, the people that you love, from what it sounds like, is still in your life.
Right, true.
You know what I mean? I just dealt with my son being at primaries for a whole week. You know what I mean? There was a lot of tears. This is the worst I've ever cried, the longest I've ever cried. And it makes you look at life different. You know what I mean? It makes you look at things different. All of us have our own struggles. All of us have our own battles at this table. But be proud that you're free and that you're able to make it today. You know what I mean?
True. I respect that. 100.
With all due respect.
No, 100%. No, I'm right there with you. Like I said, I'm hella happy that I'm here in this position, and like, you know, like I do everything that I do for other folks. I really don't really take care too much of myself. Like if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be taking care of myself. You know what I mean? Like back when I was homeless, this man was sending me money just go get groceries because I spent all my money on studio time, liquor, and cigarettes. You know what I mean? Like every paycheck that I had, I wasn't spending nothing on taking care of myself except just destroying myself. That's how I got on the phone. Like you get a test, bro. Every time you FaceTime me, I had a different bottle every single day. I was drowning myself in liquor. I wasn't trying to go take care of myself. And to this day, like I'm barely just like getting by. You know what I mean? That's the reason why I say like I can't really say like I'm hella proud of the shit I'm doing because I know that there's more that I can do for myself.
Yeah.
I'm happy that like, you know, it's just working out. It's just worked out in my favor so far. And, you know, one day, you know, I'm going to start my family. I'm going to buy my house. I'm going to settle down over in Hawaii or Singapore, depending on how much TikTok wants to pay me. TikTok, if you want to pay me full time to be a content creator, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy to move to Singapore. Just saying. Shout out Xi Jinping. Shout out Warren Buffett. Shout out Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying?
Elon Musk.
Yeah, cleanest city in the world.
Singapore looks nice, bro. It's hella cheap over there too.
Yeah, you get fined if you spit on the ground.
Yeah,
I don't even think they allow gum.
Nah, not at all. Yeah,
Something
you go
like
to
that.
jail.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
cleanest city in the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, shout out to Xi Jinping, bro. I'll be happily to move out of Singapore real quick.
Shouts out to Shazi too.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what it
US
is,
Congress
bro.
did him dirty, man. Shouts out to Shazi too, bro.
I hella want to go to the east, bro. They got lowrider culture out there, like Japan. I've been messing with the lowrider culture over there. So.
They got cool cars.
Yeah, I fell into a Chicano Asian TikTok wormhole, and I was like, yeah, it's just dope. It's cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Till? Are you proud of yourself, man?
Yeah, actually, I'm proud. I live a life that was meant for me. You know what I mean? I think I'm proud of how it started. I'm proud of where it went, and I live a life that was meant for me. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that.
What celebrity lookalike does he get?
I get
Polo G.
Really?
Yeah,
I got one. I'm waiting for somebody to say.
That's not my opinion. That's from the live stream. That's from TikTok Live. They be out here telling him he look like.
They just say anything on there. What it?
John Moran?
No. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's some Delaware shit.
Yeah.
Murphy. He just naming on black people.
No. Facts.
I'm talking about shit on the
You know what I've gotten? So I've got.
Can I say mine real quick?
Go ahead.
Tiger.
Yeah, I was about to say Tiger was the first one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Tiger is that one. You know, I mean, before I had the beard, it was definitely a lot of Tiger. I haven't gotten it since my facial hair came in. It's Tiger. It's D'Angelo Russell. It's Keith Lee. It's
I got it. Let's rate it for 1 through 10.
Yeah,
Keith Lee?
they said Keith Lee,
okay.
Yeah, the dude who be eating food.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, they cooked me with that one. You know what I'm saying? I've got some Afion Crockett cooked my ass with that one. Yeah, bro. I be hella getting comparisons. I'm like, yo.
Man, I got one that hurt my feelings. I got Raven Simone.
Raven
Someone said that?
Yeah, I look like Raven Simone. But the one I get the most is what's his name? Keenan from Keenan and Kel.
Someone said I look like a Han.
Okay. I see that one.
You look like who?
A Han, like from Mulan.
Y'all know Gollum from Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
He was like Professor Snape.
Nah, you look like what was the White Jesus? The one white rapper that came out of nowhere? Slim Jesus.
I get that. I get like Lil Mabu.
I never heard that one. That's Slim Jesus is crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
I can see
I've
that.
gotten that. I've gotten fucking. What I say just now? What's that dude that raps like Lil Baby? That white dude that raps like
Lil Man J.
Yeah, I got that one time.
He gets Timothy Chalamet.
That's my favorite one though. That's not even an insult.
I don't even know why he gets that one, but he gets Timothy Chalamet.
Who's that one?
The dude from Willy Wonka.
What's the
Willy
one
Wonka.
lady? The redhead lady. Reba McEntire.
That's what. Oh shit.
That's the worst one. Yo, whoever came up with that, fuck you, man.
You do look like
Cooked
Reba.
though.
You do look like Reba.
Cooked.
Nah, someone said that before you though, bruh.
Cooked.
I hella seen that in chat before you said that.
It's all right though.
Nah, yeah. Hey, as artists, man, we gotta be able to take jokes, bro. Like we seeing crazy comments about us all the time. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be able to just laugh it off. You know what I'm saying? Move along with it. You feel me?
Yeah, man, you got to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Okay, fellas. Well, I want to wrap this thing up. Let's go around. What's the socials and all that good stuff? Upcoming shit that we should be aware of. Let's start with Jen.
All right, so it's 6gen1 on all platforms. The number 6IXGEN1 everywhere you go. We got some drops coming soon. Biggest thing I want to shout out is our artist summits. We got an artist summit coming up in June and July in Hawaii, in Oahu with the Watson Troubled Youth Program. So, tap in if you're a troubled youth out there, or, you just want to come out to an artist summit and be developed and figure out if the artistry is for you, then tap in with us. That's the biggest things we got coming up right now.
Ghost.
So, directed by Ghost on Instagram, official Eric Flames, and the _ cartel. And
check out the YouTube too.
Check out the YouTube. We started growing that right now. So I've been mad lazy. It's always been word of mouth, so we're now starting to build that. If Ghost ain't shoot it wasn't shot right.
Facts.
Turn on post notifications. That's all I'm gonna say.
ZenoX at ZenoX333 ZENOX.333. Check out Red Flood coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Crawling out my eyes. You can see the bugs. You feel me? Tap in. Check me out on all platforms. ZenoX, YouTube. Check out my song with Lil Dump. What I chose. Yada yada. Turn me up.
Man, you gotta slow down, bro. For the old heads like me. I caught red and then something about Dumpy. You got a red Dumpy. My fault. Go ahead, brother.
TikTok, High Sock Music Reviews, every other social media, call me High Socks. Y'all know what it is. Motherfucking marathon continues.
Let's see. Let's sock check. Where you at?
Oh, bro.
He said High Socks. Let's see. With a name like High Socks, sock check.
I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? Because he's
Oh, shoot. He got. Dang, yeah. Okay, his socks is high.
I stay prepared, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. Nah, that's one of the legit things I like about Quavis, bro. He's the persona of an artist. Right
He's
there.
a thoroughbred.
Definition of how you want to be persona-wise as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that answer about not being proud. I like that. You know what I mean?
Word.
But what's the question?
Where's your socials? Where can we follow you?
Pause.
If you're looking for a new artist to manage.
I'm definitely not. But till FX _ all platforms. You know what I mean? Just check out what drops we got. Check out music reviews. You know what I'm saying? Check out the modeling stuff that I'm doing. You know what I mean? I'm starting that. We think about Allure. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Amorous. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got.
You're
that
a model
up.
too?
That's Modius.
No, I'm gonna be starting one like a company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, agency. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got that coming up. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. Look out for Slav Valley. You know what I'm saying? Look out for. You know what I mean? Quavis got a lot of songs on the vote. You know what I mean? Look out for the platform. LiveItUpToday.com, LostValleyRecords.com, directed by Ghost.com.
I feel like this was a good conversation, and the cool thing about this is that y'all should start your own joint
podcast.
Yeah,
we'll be canceled so quick.
We've been talking about it, but
no, throw it on Patreon. Anybody that wants it, gonna have to pay. Hour out of your day, keep it raw, throw it up. And I started my once I left the radio station, I started my Patreon, bro. I've got already 40 supporters just off of. It's only been 3 weeks.
You know, Lil Dump told us to do that too, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Lil Dump literally said y'all should start a podcast. And,
Might as well. I mean, you guys are all together in a house. You know what I mean? You get the perspective of so many different guys, and you got a father over here. Like, I think it would honestly, it's a good way to decompress and talk and bring the personality. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody is on the streaming. Some people are just YouTube guys. You know what I mean? That will tune in. Some people are just Spotify guys. You know what I mean? So I just feel like being able to corner every freaking market and be able to use that to advertise each one of your guys' things, I think that would be a huge benefit. And then you can bring in new people. I mean, you guys are talking to people all the time from all over the place. Bring them over to the house and do it. You can call it No Couches. You guys just sit on the
matter of fact, that now that you bring that up, we gonna have to do like a barbecue or something, bro, so you can come check out the furniture, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Shut up. You ain't got no furniture.
Hey, just pull up, brother.
Hey, RC Willie's, it's in your RC Willie's cart right now. Huh?
You know, you ever heard of Rent-A-Center?
Oh shit! Damn, and no, that's a big scam. Don't do Rent-A-Center, please. Don't do
No,
Rent-A-Center.
we playing. Facebook Marketplace.
That word?
Shout out to Timu.
Yeah.
I mean, shout out to just, you know what I'm saying, having furniture given to you.
Yeah, you guys got rich neighbors, so yeah, we'll take whatever. Now I'm down. Who's the cook in the house?
Quavis.
I cook. Quavis cook.
My wife. Great, like little burgers, yeah.
You being from Houston, you better cook something good.
Yeah, I could cook, bro. I could cook.
Yeah, brothers.
Like
sisters.
Quavis. I got
like good ramen.
I got like I got like 7.
And don't ramen's good.
I have 6 sisters. Well, 7, 1 stepsister. So 7 sisters, 1 brother.
Okay, you know how to cook. Where do you fall in the line? Are you at the
I'm
end?
right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I don't have any cousins my age in my actual, mom, dad family. My step family is where people are around my age.
Yeah, my pops taught me how to cook. Single father. Both my brother and sister in heaven. But he's the one that taught me how to cook. I taught my wife how to cook, and now I'm teaching my kids. She's nervous though. She's like, "Yeah, air fry it." I'm like, my oldest.
Right.
My oldest is 11.
Shout out air fryers.
Facts.
This is the time. Out of all times we could be alive, we are alive when there's dab pens and air fryers. Like, this is a great time. You know what I'm saying? And AI.
And AI.
Future said, "What a time to be alive, man."
And live it up.
It is.
And live it up.
and live it up. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the times you could be alive, AI, air fryers, live it up.
So when are we taking Live It Up?
When are you taking it?
It's Saturday and shit.
There's two
So
different
honestly,
ways.
yeah. So when do you take it? You take it after a heavy drinking night. You know what I mean? So it's definitely
So end of your night, you about to lay down.
yeah.
Take one of these things.
And then you wake up with no consequences from last night.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
No, like
I
legit.
go.
Word.
I would. He would. You know what I'm saying?
So
he would.
Tonight's the New Yorker grand opening, so
Yeah, it's
so
definitely helpful.
we have a experience that a producer. Big shout out to Giannis. You probably know Giannis, maybe not, but
I think he's done some of the music videos.
so
he's a producer.
He's
right?
a producer. Yeah.
So one night we went to the club. Mans was gonzo.
Out.
Drank way too much, throwing up in the club, throwing up in the Uber. We're having to carry him all the way back to the apartment type stuff. And then he drank 2 of these, woke up the next day, did
Doing
20 push-ups.
Yeah, it makes your body do what it already does.
And he doesn't even remember the night before.
Yeah, it's non-GMO. It's organic, 100% organic.
Where can we get it?
You can get it at, it's actually, what's that store called? It's right there by Twist, that store right there by World Syndicate. It's right there. You know what I'm saying? It's probably in a few other stores. I sold it to like 20 stores over here. You
And
know what
online, of course.
And online, liveituptoday.com. You can get it on LostValleyRecords.com too.
funny
You know what I
story.
mean? It is an
Me and him
alcohol
were trying
reliever.
to film a commercial for that.
There's actually
with
one
Enrique.
on YouTube. Now
Never
I think
worked
about
out.
it. There's one on YouTube
got
right
too
now.
trashed.
Somebody, I literally paid these YouTubers to go drink a lot. You know what I'm saying? Review it.
Test the product.
And test the product. So that's out on YouTube. Live It Up product review.
There you go. Revive yourself.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, fellas. Well, I appreciate you guys' time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope nothing but the best for you guys, man. And keep doing it, man. You guys are killing it. Just keep going. Head down.
Appreciate you, bro.
And just stay focused and get this money.
Appreciate it. We'll be back for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you on the 28th too.
Oh, yeah. We'll be at the
Yes,
fights,
sir.
28th at the Masonic
Now
Temple.
that I know where you've been at.
I
I swear I was looking for you, bro. They said you was there.
If Ghost
and I
didn't
was
shoot it, it
like,
wasn't
damn.
shot right.
That's right. And you guys never miss. And you picked up that chair like John Cena. Make sure you guys follow me at DreRawka, DreRawka, and be a part of the Patreon family, man. We are growing. Patreon.com/DreRawka. Have the day you deserve. Protect your light. We out. Peace. I gotta say, you guys pissed Tilt off. Tilt came in here mad as hell. He's like, why is Ghost's name on the only one on the screen?
Oh shit.
And then he was like, nah, fuck that. These guys were here. My man told me to be here early. He didn't even show up. And I was like, damn, Tilt, calm down, brother. It's gonna be all right.
Honestly, I went the wrong way.
Tell Tilt that. They ain't got shit
I
to
went
do
the
with
wrong
me.
way. They pulled
Is
up
that
on
what it
me.
is?
Yeah.
Yeah, we pulled up on him like on the
Yeah,
side
I
of the
was
road.
like trying to figure it out.
That's your fault.
And you sober?
Yeah, I'm sober.
I don't believe it.
Sleep
I just didn't
deprived.
want no sleep.
He is. He
Yeah.
just be up.
Yeah.
He
I
just be up.
Now you
sleeping.
now you bailing them out, man. I was trying to have your bag now.
Nah, I was pissed. Like,
I know he was. Man, Tilt came in on the vibes. He was like, man, fuck this, man.
I think it's because that thing didn't kick in yet.
Yeah, he ain't taken one of these yet.
Yeah, see,
that's probably what it is. I am aggravated.
you need to live it up, man.
Live it up.
You
Yeah,
need one?
lifestyle brand. No, I'm not drinking that right now.
All right, who's this guy? Nobody introduced me to the green guy.
This is Quavis.
Quavis. What's up, Quavis? I'm
Quay. LA Quay.
L.A. Quay.
Yeah.
From L.A.? Your family okay out there?
Yeah, nah.
Oh, okay. I mean, fire's still happening, I guess. All right, you ready? You need some water or something?
Good.
Oh, you got your Red Bull?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got my water.
Damn. My man hydrated.
I need to get one of those.
What was that, 64 ounces?
It's a gallon. So 120, whatever.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like they could have designed that a little better. It looked like what's his name? Mike Wazowski. It looked like they trapped fear in there.
The scream tubes.
Tilt's like, all right, let's get this shit going. All right.